Thank you, Jim, for that report on the Pig Apocalypse. Now, we will be showing you a Spockumentary on Star Trek.
What?
What's that?
I'm getting... Oh, never mind. Sorry about that. That segment will be postponed. But now, we will be testing out the new Grow a Cell in Your Own Home kit. So,
Isn't that exciting?
we have our very own kit right here. So, in here we have a microscope for easy viewing of your brand new cell. Your safety glasses.
Because safety glasses are always
magnifying
important.
glass, and your medicine dropper, and your beaker for holding your cell in. So, we will get these out one at a time.
And we have a knife. Because knives are always very important. But, first off, as any good scientist knows, always wear safety goggles. Logan, where are your safety goggles?
Whoa, Sean, I didn't know you could change that quickly.
You too!
Well, now we're all outfitted to start with our cell. So, the first thing, this is the organelles and the cytoplasm of the cell. We will slowly be putting this in piece by piece to assemble our amoeba.
First off, you take the medicine dropper, get a bit of cytoplasm, drop it in the cell, and then boom, cell membrane.
So now we have our cell membrane and our cytoskeleton. So the cell membrane is surrounds the cell and keeps the cytoskeleton and the cytoplasm in. The cell membrane, it is like the security guard of the cell. It allows nutrients to go in and waste to go out.
And it also allows stuff to not go in as well. But the cytoskeleton, it anchors all of those organelles inside the cell membrane. Excuse me for a second. I'm sorry, I'm sick. So, it also gives cells a shape. So that is why we see all the cells in weird circles, because the cytoskeleton makes them like that.
And next, we will be putting in one of the most important organelles, the nucleus. So, just get a drop of that
And
put it in there.
now we have a nucleus.
Now we have a nucleus. So the nucleus, it's the biggest organelle in the entire animal cell. It has all of the DNA and RNA inside of it. And it is surrounded by the nuclear membrane. So there's an inner part of the nucleus and then the outer part. And so it's all made of DNA. So now let's give just a quick look at our cell. Here, Sean, would you like to put in the next organelle?
Okay, that's all we need. And that is our ribosomes. What these ribosomes are protein makers. They are where the amino acids are put together, and then bang, proteins. But
So next, after that, we will be putting in the endoplasmic reticulum.
I like to call it an ER for short.
So this is where lipids, fats, and proteins are made. So they break down the chemicals that might be dangerous to the cell. And they also, the ER, it delivers the different things that the cell needs to different parts of the cell. This is also where the ribosomes attach to the ER to make them.
Wait, Logan, how does the cell get its energy?
I don't know. Yeah. Now, let's look at our cell right now. We'll be back after the break. From the makers of Easy Opener comes CellGro.
CellGro lets you grow a eukaryotic cell in your own household.
The possibilities are limitless.
You can purchase the deluxe CellGro Kit for only $19.99.
And if you call now, we'll throw in a plant cell kit and an animal cell kit.
But wait, there's more! For the next 10 callers, we will give you a bonus scalpel and latex glove.
Call 1-800-THIS-AIN'T-REAL to receive your deluxe package for only $19.99.
Call 1-800-THIS-AIN'T-REAL today.
Get CellGro!
Our cell doesn't seem to be doing anything right now. Do you know why?
No idea.
Maybe it's because we forgot to put in the mitochondria.
What's so
Which gives-
mitochondria?
it takes all the different things, like it takes lipids and carbohydrates from the cell, and it makes them into ATP, a molecule
Does
that
it look
gives
somewhat
energy.
like this?
That's a laser. Sean, we're still on.
Oh, we'll be playing with that later. Anyways,
This is where ATP is made, which gives the cell all of its energy it needs to do anything the cell needs. But the cell, it needs oxygen to make ATP. And this is why we breathe oxygen. That's the only reason, because it gives our cells energy to function.
let's see if our cell's doing anything now. If I may I put in the next organelle?
Yes, you may.
Okay, so next thing we're going to be putting in is the Golgi complex. What the Golgi complex does is it gives lipids and proteins different jobs so they can do different functions. Now, whenever they're done, they get shipped off to our next thing, the vesicles.
So let's drop in just a few vesicles in there. There we go. And these vesicles, they deliver all of the things, the lipids and the proteins around the cell, the molecules too. And so they're a bubble of membrane. So the Golgi complex puts the proteins or the lipids into the bubble of membrane, and then that becomes a vesicle. And these vesicles detach from the Golgi complex and go to wherever they are needed in the cell. Let's see what our cell looks like now.
I can't believe it! There are a bunch of bacteria in it. We have to kill these now. It's time to call in the lysosomes, my personal favorite part of the cell. Whenever they find waste, cell parts, and all these stuff left behind, they come in like a cleanup crew and slash through all of them, getting rid of their bits and throwing them.
There's not exactly any slicing involved. They kind of just release the enzymes inside of them, which they melt down whatever they don't need or any foreign invaders such as bacteria.
Yes, but slashing sounds better. Anyways, now we are on to one of the most important parts, the vascules.
So these vascules, they're in both plants and animal cells. They're a lot bit larger in plants though, but in our amoeba, which is an animal cell, they will be a lot smaller. But the vacuoles, they store water and other liquids so that the cell can use them later. And now, once we put these in, our cell will be complete.
And now we will finally observe the wild cell in its natural habitats.
That's amazing.
I know, right?
Would you like to have a look?
Sure. Ooh.
You can see how large the nucleus is compared to everything else. Well, that is the Build Your Own Cell Kit.
Science is really amazing.
Well, that's all for this segment. Stay tuned for our next segment on
Lasers.
Goodbye.
Okay, done.
You did that in one take.
Somehow, I don't know.
Well, it was not exactly one take. Because we restarted a couple times. Sean, what are you doing?
Yeah!
Okay, hold on. Here, Sean, would you like to put in the next organelle?
Okay. Well, now it's
Okay,
working.
redo that.
It's working.
Sean, redo that.
Okay.
To make, because the ribosomes, but they attach the end of we'll slowly be putting this in piece by piece.
True.